banking plays an important role in economic development. And when we talk about any bank, the image of SBI imprints our mind. Yes, that's the SBI impact on every common life. Hello friends, welcome to the Economy Primer series of Drishti IAS. My name is Ritu and today's session is about State Bank of India, in short SBI. So moving towards the points of discussion part. First of all, we are going to discuss why this topic is into the discussion. Then we'll have a brief background about SBI. We'll have intro about SBI. Then we are going to discuss subsidiaries of SBI, current interest rate of the SBI, and also the contribution of the bank to the Indian economy and practice question for prelims. So moving towards the discussion part. So we have taken these cutouts from the newspaper, and all what these cutouts states that SBI is always into the news and it's a very important bank for our banking sector. So SBI denies reports on Yes Bank stake sale as RBI MPC keeps repo rate unchanged, 8 Nifty 50 stock scale 52 weeks high. SBI partners flyware to modernize international education payment for students. SBI chairman says no communication with Paytm on transfer of business. Rural Development Ministry signs pact with SBI to facilitate loans for SHG. So what all these cutouts says that SBI has an active role in every sector, like the rural development, for the education of the students, for other lending of the loans to the other commercial banks. So that also plays as an agent of the RBI. So that's why we have chosen this topic. Moving towards the background part. So when SBI came into the existence, so whenever in the prelims examination, if there will be the question that SBI is a pre-independent phenomena, then your answer would be no there, because the term particular State Bank of India has been erupted in 1959. So SBI is a post-independence formula, but its background has been woven in the 19th century. And what had happened that it in 19th century, in 1806, Bank of Calcutta was born. On the 2nd June 1806, Bank of Calcutta was born, but it was redesigned into a Bank of Bengal on 2nd January 1809. And after that, we can see that joint stock bank, and they are the three presidencies: the Bank of Bengal, Bank of Madras, and Bank of Bombay. So this is the first joint stock bank, and after that we can see that there is an amalgamation of all these three banks, and all this amalgamation, what it is called, that Imperial Bank of India on 22nd January 1921. And when India got independence, what is the worth of the Imperial Bank of India? So it has a capital base of INR 11.85 crores, deposited advances of INR 275.14 crores, and it has at that time 172 branches and more than 200 sub-offices extending all over the country. But later a committee was formed, and what was the name of that committee? All India Rural Credit Survey Committee. And according to that committee, it has been recommended that an act got passed, and after that act, there was a birth of the State Bank of India on 1st July 1955. And after that, we can see that SBI has amalgamated 8 subsidiary banks. So this is the brief background about the birth of the State Bank of India. Moving to the introduction part. So as you already know that SBI is the largest commercial bank of India, and it is the only bank which has found the place in the Fortune Global 500 list, and it had ranked 64th in the top 1000 banks of the world. So this is the SBI charismatic figures we have, and we can see that how much it is contributing financially, not just in India but also into the world. And it had also received the strongest bank in Asia award in 2010. And currently, when it comes to that, what is the worth of the SBI? So it has more than 10,800 branches, and which is approximately 14% of all bank branches in India, and has over 8,500 ATMs, and it commands 15.14% of the deposits and 15.61% of the advances of scheduled commercial banks, and it is headquartered in the Mumbai. And it is not just operational in India, it is also operational in 32 countries, and we can see the branches of SBI in all those 32 countries. So this is the brief introduction about the State Bank of India. Moving to the next one. So subsidiaries of SBI. So we have 8 subsidiaries of SBI in domestic. So in domestic arena we have 8 subsidiaries, and we have non-banking subsidiaries also, and all those are SBI Life Insurance, SBI DFHS, SBI Capital Markets, SBI Funds Management, SBI Factors, and Commercial Services Private Limited. So these are the non-banking subsidiaries, and the SBI, out of 8 domestic subsidiaries, 7 use the State Bank in front of their regional names. So this is the subsidiaries of the SBI. Moving to the interest rate part. So SBI offer fixed deposit of 3.50 to 7.10 per annum to the general public, and they have a different phenomena for the senior citizens. So from 4% to 7.60% per annum to the senior citizens. And what is the range? So from 7 days to the 10 years. So this is a fixed deposit which SBI offers now, and the interest rate of SBI tax saving FD is 6.50% per annum for the general public and 7.50 per annum for the senior citizen depositors. And it also accepts fixed deposit in the US dollars, British pound sterling, euro, Canadian dollar, Australian dollar. So SBI is also active in other countries, and it accepts in other currencies also. So moving to the next slide. Next slide is about the contribution to the Indian economy. So in the introduction only I had discussed about that SBI has a great role in the common people's life, and especially in the rural India it has a great impact, because in rural India people might don't know the any other name, they must know the SBI name. So that's why that's the significance of SBI we can have in the rural country, and especially its contribution is significant in the agriculture and allied sector. So finance to the small scale industry, equity fund scheme. So according to the equity fund scheme, SBI provides funds and loans to the new entrepreneurs, and then state bank and industrial finance. So for India's industrial growth, SBI also contribute, and it provides finance to various industrial entities. Agricultural lending is, as I have already told you, that SBI is a boon for the agriculture arena, and it also extends its hands to the various agricultural led banks just like NABARD. So in that way SBI is very fruitful in the rural area, especially for the agricultural lending. Village adoption scheme. So SBI has come up with the village adoption scheme, and it adopts a village and it takes care of all the financial needs of that village. And then regional rural banks, I have already told you that it connects with the regional rural banks just like the NABARD, and it facilitates financial services to all those banking, agricultural development branches. Then remittances facilities are also available, and especially it has connected to the rural and semi-urban areas, and it is accepting remittances, and it is distributing and providing facilities to the local people and their remittances. Short-term credit to the cooperative banks. So SBI also provide loans and financial services to the cooperative bank, and it also provides short-term credit to all those things. So we can see that how much SBI is active into the economic arena, and SBI's importance is very much important for our Indian economy, because maybe it can says that it is a backbone for the agricultural lending. So that's why SBI is significant to the Indian economy. Moving to the question part. In the context of State Bank of India, consider the following statement, and the first statement is it is called as Bankers of Bank, and the second statement is it is the first national bank of India. And here you have to answer in the comment section. I hope you like this session. If you have any queries related to this session, kindly ask in the comment section. Thank you.
For more informative content, like, share and subscribe. And do not forget to press the bell icon to get the notifications.